sie weg, aber vergiss sie nie. Denn wenn sie sie nicht haben können, kommen sie und vergiften sie. Der Weg ist dunkel und mein Schatten, er beschützt mich. Jedoch kennt sie die Achillesferse, wissen sie, ein Schritt genügt. Dieses Leben ist ein Märchen wie Opaschen. Wie eine Fluchtfahrt bei Stau und roten Ampeln. Wie Alkoholiker am Boden einer Flasche. Für den größten Verrat, mein Freund, reichte schon ein Apfel. Du denkst, du kennst mich, ich wünschte ich mich auch. Such den Ausweg aus der Nacht, doch halt die Lichter nicht mehr aus. Als wäre der Wahnsinn hier auf Fest, wo alle schlichten mit der Faust. Doch jede Narbe, die wir tragen, sind Geschichten auf der Haut. Ich schreib lieber in Metaphern als kalte Realität. Weil die meisten wollen in Wirklichkeit die Wahrheit gar nicht sehen. Kein Problem, denn jeder ist sich selbst am nächsten. Bis der große böse Wolf kommt und raubt dir deine Schild. Auf den Tag, doch ich war noch nicht geht. Der Himmel hat der der war jeder ist der irgendwann kommt der Geschmack, aber kann bleibt nicht stehen. Behaltet eure sagt ich lasse Leben die Nacht verfolgen und der Himmel Diamanten. Die Straße keine Liebe, doch es leben sie die Ratten. Je heller jedes Licht, umso länger auf sein Schatten. Und leider haben Designer keine stichfesten Jacken. Gesetz der Diebe, deine Schwäche zeig sie nie. Und Respekt gibt nur den, der deinen Respekt auch verdient. Aber manchmal singt sogar das Elend viel zu tief, als ob dein allerschlimmster Tag an einer Crackpfeife zieht. Ich trag ein Ozean an Worten in meinem Kopf rum, schwimme durch ein Meer aus Benzin und such den letzten Funken Hoffnung. Hass ist ein härtester Gegner im Kopfraum. Gutes geht den Bach runter, doch Schlechtes geht den Block rum. Denn alle wollen Cash, aber niemand macht was möglich. Jeder will Fleisch, aber keiner etwas töten. Alle wollen die Wahrheit, doch die Lüge klingt am schönsten, wenn der große böse Wolf kommt und raubt dir deinen Schild. Wir warten alle auf den Tag, doch ich werde noch nicht gehen. Deine Träume schließ sie weg, aber vergiss sie nie. Denn wenn sie sie nicht haben können, kommen sie und vergiften sie. Der Weg ist dunkel und mein Schatten, er beschützt mich. Jedoch kennen sie die Achillesferse, wissen sie, ein Schritt genügt. Dieses Leben ist ein Märchen wie Opaschen. Wie eine Fluchtfahrt bei Stau und roten Ampeln. Wie Alkoholiker am Boden einer Flasche. Für den größten Verrat, mein Freund, reichte schon ein Apfel. Du denkst, du kennst mich, ich wünschte ich mich auch. Such den Ausweg aus der Nacht, doch halt die Lichter nicht mehr aus. Als wäre der Wahnsinn hier auf Fest, wo alle schlichten mit der Faust. Doch jede Narbe, die wir tragen, sind Geschichten auf der Haut. Ich schreib lieber in Metaphern als kalte Realität. Weil die meisten wollen in Wirklichkeit die Wahrheit gar nicht sehen. Kein Problem, denn jeder ist sich selbst am nächsten. Bis der große böse Wolf kommt und raubt dir deinen Schild. Auf den Tag, doch ich war noch nicht gehen. Der Himmel hat der der war jeder ist der irgendwann kommt der Geschmack, aber kann bleibt nicht stehen. Behaltet eure und der Himmel Diamanten. Die Straße keine Liebe, doch es leben sie die Ratten. Je heller jedes Licht, umso länger auf sein Schatten. Und leider haben Designer keine stichfesten Jacken. Gesetz der Diebe, deine Schwäche zeig sie nie. Und Respekt gibt nur den, der deinen Respekt auch verdient. Aber manchmal singt sogar das Elend viel zu tief, als ob dein allerschlimmster Tag an einer Crackpfeife zieht. Ich trag ein Ozean an Worten in meinem Kopf rum, schwimme durch ein Meer aus Benzin und such den letzten. Hass ist ein härtester Gegner im Kopfraum. Gutes geht den Bach runter, doch Schlechtes geht den Block rum. Denn alle wollen Cash, aber niemand macht was möglich. Jeder will Fleisch, aber keiner etwas töten. Alle wollen die Wahrheit, doch die Lüge klingt am schönsten, wenn der große böse Wolf kommt und raubt dir deinen Schild. Wir warten alle auf den Tag, doch ich werde noch nicht gehen. Der Himmel scheint der Welcome, whoever's on here. I see four people. Well, welcome. First of all, today was the last day before the School of Adepts begins. So tomorrow, the School of Adepts will start. Now, for anyone who is a little bit late and didn't get a chance to sign up yet or didn't find a way, you will have a short window in which you can still sign up, right? But for most, it's done. And yeah, I'm happy that I can finally start teaching what all of those guys need in a very clear way. Once again, the School of Adepts is going to be an amazing experience for everyone involved. And you're going to find that your magical practice will completely, first of all, will begin, you will get the results. And secondly, your life is going to transform from that. Now, you must understand that there is no other teacher out there that teaches what I teach. You will literally not find another teacher who will be able to break things down for you like I do and make them doable for you the way I do. So if you're deciding to not take advantage of this, it is your own fault. Don't blame it on me later and don't complain. So, let me first check what we need to cover here. All right. So, great. So, the School of Adept will take you guys. Some of you are signed up, others are not. Now, first of all, let me tell you that you're going to receive an email where everything from where we're going to start, how it's all going to go, the onboarding, it's all going to take place very soon. Now, for information purposes, I'm just going to share with you the process. So, we're going to begin with the very basics, the basic magical techniques that must be mastered. You must be able to do them at a very fundamental level. So, imagine you want to be a high level fighter. You're still going to start with a few punches, okay? Jabs, crosses, hooks, uppercuts. Four different types. Then you combine it with a certain footwork. And as you have those things down, you can now begin to actually start fighting. In the same way, there are basic and fundamental techniques that we need in magic. And once you got them down, you will be able to then begin to do magic. Understand? So you will not be doing magic right away. What you have to do first is you have to have the fundamental techniques that allow you to then do magic. And as you got those, you will then uh, be initiated into deeper and deeper levels that allow you to do more and more powerful things. The universe is not one universe, it is in reality a multiverse. The multiverse exists in the macrocosm, but it is also reflected within you. So, the access point to a new reality or other entities or information that is not attainable through physical means, that access point exists within yourself, your imagination, and your inner perception, your internal processes are the gateway which allows you to connect to, let's say, a reality that you want to manifest. And you materialize it, you anchor it in this world through your imagination, through your perception. And as you have perceived it, now you need to find ways on which you can energize that connection until it becomes part of the physical universe. But it all happens through you. You, as the magician, are the nexus. You are the gateway. You are Alpha and Omega. You are the gateway through which you must travel in order to find the multiverse. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So, this multiverse within yourself opens you up to multiple dimensions and also different frequencies and different levels of consciousness. So, you will be able to connect to different entities through that. Yeah. You will be able to do divinations. You will be able to do many, many other things. Okay. But the bottom line is that's what we're going to focus on. That is what witchcraft is. That is what magic is. You learn to manipulate the greater universe as you learn how to explore and manipulate your inner universe. And that is the way to go. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, good. Now, do we have any questions about that so far? About what I just said? Now, if you got any questions, just throw them out there. I'm going to do my best to answer them. Now, what must be understood is that this is a process. So just knowing the technique is not enough. You must practice the technique. And the practice of the technique itself uh, practice of the technique itself is what opens you up. Frank, is it possible for people to join later in the month? It depends, but we can't do that with like $100 payments or something like that. That does not work. It does not work. So uh, it's depends. But we're going to start tomorrow. So for those of you who have already signed up, you're going to receive an email. Yeah. So the techniques are designed to give you access to the multiverse, for lack of a better word. As you have access to the multiverse, you can now anchor this multiverse through your perception. And then it's about energizing it, and you will bring a new potential into this world. That is how the things come into being. That is how the universe works. It is as within, so without. So when the magician explores the inner worlds, the inner universes, and masters the manipulation of the inner universes to see the change in the external world. In reality, nothing else matters. All the tools are helpful. They're techniques to manipulate the illusion that we live in. But they're just tools. That's exactly what they are. So measure your power. Feel into the universe right now. Feel into the universe and expand your awareness and beingness into the ether as far as you can. How powerful are you? Can you measure your own power? Can you measure the power of others if you focus on them? Choose a person that you focus on and measure their power. Can you do that? How strong are they? Can you penetrate them? You must expand. You must expand. The direction of the energy is a matter of focus. And as the focus becomes your second nature, you will be breaking through the illusion that we live in here. You will realize how easy this illusion is to break. You will chop infinity into small little pieces, small little chunks, rearrange them, and see a new reality unfold. That's the way of the magician. I got the email yesterday. Thank you. I'm self taught, applied the basics like lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram for years, no doubt incorrectly. Always wanted to get back to the start and begin again properly. Which email? I didn't send out an email. Which email do you mean? What email was sent out? So, your spirit is a weapon for the School of Adepts. Your spirit is a weapon, but the weapon must be sharpened. And as it is sharp enough, it will be able and allow you to cut through the illusion. Because every reality is an illusion. Reality itself is an illusion. Magic is reality production and rearrangement of reality. So your will and your spiritual senses will become weapons to destroy the old reality to create a new one. Your spirit must be a sword that cuts through all distractions, illusions, lies. And as it does so, it will allow you to take the pieces and rearrange them. This is real power. That's the only real power that exists. Everything else is error. All else is error. Power lies in focus and concentration. Power lies in the ability to explore oneself and to break oneself into smaller pieces so that the macrocosm may reflect that. In this battle that we were born into, you are on your own and you are by yourself. The earlier you respect that and understand that, and the more you hone the skills of rearranging this reality to your liking, the faster and the better you're going to do. Power only respects power, and virtue is rewarded by nature. And the only virtue that exists is strength. Kindness is a choice. All else is error. Let the power of the universe flow through you and realize that once you open yourself up to the forces of the ether, you can become an expression of them. But not just that, power of the universe can become yours as you merge your will with the power of the universe. But in order to do so, you must first respect and understand and accept the laws by which this universe runs. And it runs on what I just mentioned. All else is error. And as the mind expands into a greater understanding, free from the weight of ego, free from the burden of false morals and lies that have imposed upon your spirit to bind it and to chain it, you will begin to realize that the power of the magician is true freedom, the only true freedom that exists. And that true freedom can be used to destroy, to build, and to expand further, to break all barriers and illusions within and without. And if there is resistance, it is only there for you to look for ways to break it and to expand your will into the universe until you reach the limits of your capabilities. All else is error. Rely on the power, the voice of your ancestors and your spirit, which has chosen this body and this incarnation in order to expand further and to reclaim its spot amongst the gods. And as you do that, feel and listen, Because it is not nature that is speaking to you, it is your true potential that is speaking through nature, through your body, for you to realize what you are. And then to also realize what you are. To see with real eyes and to destroy the illusion of fear, false morals, and dogma. Power only respects power. All else is error. There's only one virtue, which is strength. Kindness is a choice. All else is error. So as you progress through the ranks, and as you progress from level to level to level to level, you will only begin your journey. The black belt is now ready to fully study. Your studies begin as a black belt. Please understand. That's when your system and your mind and your spirit have learned enough so that you're an empty vessel and you know that you know nothing. And this is when your growth begins, once you've reached masterhood. The master is the first level of being a student. Everything else is error. Everything else is delusion. Freedom comes with power. They're two sides of the same coin. All those lies, all those religions, all those philosophies that teach you about anything but the growth of your power being the goal are constructs to enslave you, to feed off of you, and to eventually keep you down. All else is error. So you must strengthen the will for it to become a weapon, a sword that cuts through all lies. And more than anything, cuts through all the false limitations, which are energetic construct. It separates you from your full potential, the fullness of your power. And unless you live and practice a philosophy / religion that allows you full access to your power, you will always self-castrate. You will be a eunuch. You will be half the creature that you could be. The only virtue that exists is strength. Kindness is a choice. All else is error. All else is error. So, those of you who have joined, you will receive an email with all the information necessary. Looking forward to this, and we'll begin soon. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Peace.